Good morning, children. Let us continue with chapter 12. Today, let us see differential calculus 12.4, page number 258. So, what is calculus? Calculus is one of the most important branches of mathematics. It deals with continuous change. So, calculus is a branch of mathematics. So, under calculus, we have subfields called as differential calculus and integral calculus. So, in mathematics, differential calculus is a subfield of calculus that studies the rate at which quantities change. So this is about differential calculus. Now let us see some of the standard forms of differentiation, some standard rules in differentiation. First one, how do we read this? Differentiation of C with respect to x. So C stands for constant. So how do we read this? D means differentiation of a constant with respect to x is equal to 0. So when you differentiate a constant, it is always 0. So differentiation of a constant is 0. Differentiation of a constant with respect to x is 0, where c is a constant. So how do we read this? Differentiation of c with respect to x. How do we read this? Differentiation of x power n with respect to x. Differentiation of x with respect to x. Differentiation of u plus differentiation of v with respect to x. How do we read this? Differentiation of u minus v with respect to x. So I want to repeat this again. Differentiation of a constant. C means constant with respect to x is 0. So when you differentiate a constant, it is always 0. Now look at this example. If y is equal to 4, then find dy by dx. Dy by dx means you have to differentiate this. So 4 is a constant here. So when you differentiate a constant, what is the answer? It is 0. So the answer here is y is equal to 4. Here 4 is a constant. So differentiation of a constant function is 0. You should not forget this. So the differentiation of any constant is 0. So how do we write this? Differentiation of 4 with respect to x is equal to 0. Differentiation of a constant. Here constant is 4 with respect to x is equal to 0. Now come to the next standard form. Differentiation of x power n or x to the power n with respect to x is, so what is the answer for this? Here the power is n. Look at this, x power n. So bring that power to the front. Bring that power to the front. So it becomes n into x. Then the second thing is we have to subtract the power by minus 1. Two things we have to do. Bring the power to the front. Next, subtract 1 from the given power. So that is the answer. So it becomes n into x. The power is n. So n minus 1. So differentiation of x power n divided by, or a differentiation of x power n with respect to x is equal to n x power n minus 1. So look at this problem. Example 12.13. Find the slope of this function y is equal to 6x power 3 for any value of x. So they are asking us to find the slope for this equation. Slope means differentiation. So to determine the slope, we need to differentiate the given equation. So if you want to find out the slope of this equation, you have to differentiate this equation. So use this standard form. Y is equal to 6x power 3. So what is slope? Slope means differentiation. So we have to differentiate this equation. So dy by dx is equal to, what did I say? Bring the power to the front. Here the power is cube or 3. So bring the 3 to the front. So it becomes 3 into 6 or 6 into 3. Everything is the same. You can say 1 2s are 2 or 2 1s are 2. 5 into 4 20 or 4 into 5 is 20. Likewise, 6 into 3, or it can be written as 3 into 6. Anyhow, you can write. So 6 into 3 will become 18. Then, what did I say? Subtract the given power by minus 1. So x power 3 will become x power 2 for any value of x. This is from the question. For any value of x. So the slope for this function y is equal to 6x cubed is equal to 18x square. So this is the standard form or rule number 1. This is 2. Next one, differentiate x with respect to x. So here, if I say x, it means the power is 1. If I simply say x, it means the power is 1. Here we had the power is n. Here the power is 1. So what should we do? Bring the power to the front. So 1x, I said the power is 1. If power is not given, you should assume it to be 1. So 1 minus 1 will give you 0. So 1 into x power of 0. So have you learned this before in your lower classes? Anything to the power of 0 will be 1. Any non-zero real number to the power of 0 will be 1. X power of 0 is 1. X power of 0 is equal to 1. You would have learned this in your lower classes. Any non-zero real number to the power of 0 will be 1. 9 power of 0 is equal to 1. Any non-zero real number. If you say z power of 0 is equal to 1. So this is a rule in mathematics. So any non-zero number, any non-zero real number to the power of 0 will be 1. So here x power of 0 will be 1. So 1 into 1 will give you 1. So dx by dx is equal to 1. That is, differentiation of x with respect to x is equal to 1. Next one, differentiation of u plus v with respect to x can be written as du then d plus dv. Since we have plus here, you have to put plus here. So du plus v by dx will become du by dx plus dv by dx. Similarly, du minus v is equal to du minus dv by dx. du by dx minus dv by dx. So these are some of the basic rules. Now let us see example 12.14. What is the slope of the function? There is a mistake here. What is the slope of the function? Y is equal to 5x power 4. So what is the slope of the function y is equal to 5x power 4 when x is equal to 10? In the previous problem, the value of x was not given. They just said find the slope of the function y is equal to 6x power for any value of x. So you just wrote it as 18x square for any value of x. But here the value of x is given. So how do you find the answer? The given function is y is equal to 5x power of 4. So we have to find the slope. Slope, how do you determine the slope? To determine the slope, we have to differentiate the given equation. So slope means differentiation. So dy by dx is equal to, how do you differentiate this? Bring the 4 to the front. The power, x power of 4. So what is the power here? 4. So bring the 4 to the front. 4 into 5, that is the first step, bringing the power to the front. Then what should you do? Subtract 1 from the given power. Whatever the power may be, you just subtract 1 from the power. So the answer will be 4 into 5, 20, x power of 4 minus 1 is 3. So the answer is 20x power 3. Here the value of x is given as 10. So that means the slope is equal to 20 into 10 to the power of 3. What do you mean by 10 to the power of 3? You have to multiply 10 three times. 10 into 10 into 10. So 20 into, what is 10 into 10? 10 into 10 will be 100. 100 into 10, 1000. So 20 into 1000 will be 20,000. So what do you mean by 10 power of 3? It means 10 multiplied 3 times. 10 into 10 into 10. So what is 10 into 10 into 10? 1 into 1 into 1. 1, 1. 1 into 1, 1. 1 into 1, 1. So how many zeros you have? 3 zeros. So 1000. Otherwise 10 into 10, 100. 100 into 10, 1000. So 20 into 1000 will give you 20,000. Therefore the slope is 20,000. Hope you understood this, children. Next, 12.15. Differentiate the function y is equal to 3x square plus 16x cube with respect to x. Here the value of x was not, x is given. In the previous sum, the value of x was not given. Similarly, here also, the value of x is not given. You just have to differentiate it. Differentiate the function y with respect to x. So the equation given here is y is equal to 3x square plus 16x cube. So differentiating y, you have to differentiate y with respect to x. So dy by dx. So by looking at this itself, now you can give the answer. But you can write all these steps, but directly also you can get the answer. Bring the power here. So what is the power here? 2. So 2 3s are 6. Okay. X square, subtract 1 from the 2. So x square minus 1 will give you x power 1. Hope you understood this, children. Again here, bring the power to the front. 3 into 16 will give you 48. Tables, 16 ones are 16, 16 twos are 32, 16 threes are 48. X cube means x power 3 minus 1 will give you x square. So the answer is dy by dx, or differentiating y with respect to x is equal to 6x power 1. Already I said, if instead of x power 1, you can simply write it as x. Only if the power is 1, you can write it like this. If it is square, you have to write square only. So the answer is 6x power 1 plus 48x square can be written as 6x plus 48x square. Next one is 12.16. If y is equal to 2x cube minus 6x square, then find dy by dx, or differentiate y with respect to x. So the equation is y is equal to 2x cube minus 6x. So the differentiate y with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to, bring the power to the front. 3 into 2 will give you 6. X power of 3 minus 1 will give you x power of 2. We have written the steps here. 3 into 2, 6. X power of 3 minus 1 will give you 2. For this, what did I say? If a variable is just written x or y or z, it means the power is 1. So we have power here, 1. So 1 into 6 will give you 6. Then x power of 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is x power of 0. 1லேருந்து 1 எடுத்துக்கிட்டா என்ன ஆயிரும்? 0 ஆயிரும். So the answer is 6x square minus 6x power of 0. Already I have told any non-zero real number to the power of 0 is 1. So x power 0 is 1. We know that rule already. X power of 0 is equal to 1. So here we can write 6 into 1. So what is 6 into 1? 6 into 1 is 6. So the answer is dy by dx equal to 6x square minus 6. Next one is 12.17. 12.17. Given the total cost function Tc is equal to 15 plus 3q square plus 7q cube. So here also we have to differentiate, derive the marginal cost function. It is not drive, it is derive. So here total cost is given. TC na என்னது? Total cost. இந்த total costல இருந்து எதை கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்றாங்க? Marginal cost. இந்த problem ரொம்ப important because we are applying the differential calculus in economics. In economics, we have studied the total cost, the total variable cost, the total fixed cost, AC, AVC, AFC எல்லாம் படிச்சிருக்கோம். இப்போ இது வரைக்கும் வெறும் differential calculus படிச்சோம். இது வந்து application of differential calculus in economics. அப்போ இந்த differential calculus எதுக்கு மிஸ் நம்ம படிக்கணும்? differential calculus இப்போ நம்ம எங்க யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம்? எக்கனாமிக்ஸ்ல யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம். ஸோ எக்கனாமிக்ஸ்ல இது ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம். டோட்டல் காஸ்ட் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த டோட்டல் காஸ்ட்ல நம்ம எது கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்? மார்ஜினல் காஸ்ட்டை கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஸோ given the total cost function TC is equal to 15 plus 3q square plus 7q cube. Derive the marginal cost function. So the solution is TC is equal to 15 plus 3q square plus 7q cube. So write the total cost function. So for finding the marginal cost, you have to differentiate the total cost. So if you differentiate the total cost, you will get the marginal cost. So how can we write this? Differentiate 15 with respect to q. So what is the variable given here? Q. So we have to differentiate this with respect to q. Q ன்னு இருக்கனால differentiate with respect to q. X ன்னு இருந்ததுன்னா differentiate with respect to x. ஒருவேளை இங்க p ன்னு இருந்ததுன்னா differentiate with respect to p. R ன்னு இருந்ததுன்னா அதுக்கேத்த மாதிரி நம்ம மாத்திக்கணும் இங்க. So marginal cost is equal to differentiate 15 with respect to q plus differentiate 3q square with respect to q plus differentiate 7q to the power with respect to q. So we are using this equation. இங்க படிச்சோம்ல u v எல்லாம் படிச்சோம் இல்லையா, அதே தான் இங்க யூஸ் பண்றோம். இங்க 3 இது கொடுத்திருக்கு, u v எல்லாம் 3 இருக்கு. So marginal cost is equal to differentiate 15 with respect to q plus differentiate 3q square with respect to q plus differentiate 7q cube with respect to q. So differentiation of any constant is 0. 15 is a constant. This is constant and this is a variable. இதுக்கெல்லாம் வேரியபிள் இருக்கு. 3க்கு கூட ஒரு வேரியபிள் இருக்கு, 7 கூட ஒரு வேரியபிள் இருக்கு. பட் 15 வந்து எதுவுமே இல்லை. So 15 is a constant. So differentiation of any constant is 0. How do you differentiate 3q square? Bring the power to the front. 2 into 3 will give you 6q. 2 into 3 will give you 6q. Power minus 1. Q power of 2 minus 1 will give you 1. So 3 into 2, 6, q power of 2 minus 1. Next is bring the power to the front. First one, bring the power to the front. 3 into 7, 21. Then q power of 3 minus 1. So it gives you q square. So the answer is, leave out the 0. 3 2s are 6. Q square minus 1 power. Q square minus 1 is equal to q power of 1. நீங்கள் 1ன்னும் எழுதலாம், அது வெறும் q ன்னும் எழுதலாம். 7 3s are 21 q square. So differentiation, simply you have to remember two things. Bring the power to the front and multiply. Next one, subtract the given power by -1. ரெண்டே ரெண்டு இதுதான். மேலே இருக்க பவரை முன்னால் கொண்டு வந்து மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணோம். அப்புறம் பவர்லேருந்து ஒன்றை கழிச்சிடணும். 3ன்னு இருந்தால் 2ன்னு வந்துடும் ஆன்சரு. 2ன்னு இருந்தால் 1ன்னு வந்துடும் ஆன்சரு. 4ன்னு இருந்தால் 3ன்னு வரும். இவ்வளோதான். ஃப்ரண்ட் கொண்டு வந்து மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணும். இந்த லைன்லேருந்து நீ டைரக்ட் ஆன்சருக்கு வந்துடலாம். பட் யூ கேன் ரைட் தீஸ் ஸ்டெப்ஸ் ஆல்சோ.